Welcome everyone to the first episode of This Freakin Show. I am Travesty.
I'm Awkward Colin.
And Freak Joe.
The show that has a little bit of everything and a whole lot of nothing. This show is pretty much going to be based on three guys who are going to get together weekly to discuss multiple topics as far as technology, games, movies, sports, a little bit of news. We're actually doing this, guys. It's actually happening.
I know. I'm excited and also at a loss of words. Loss for words?
Yeah.
Loss about words. That's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah. This is something, definitely new that me and Colin are doing. Joe, this is actually going to be your second show.
It is going to be my second podcast, yep.
What's your first podcast, Joe?
I am a co-host for a podcast called Geekcast Live. We are your source for all things geek. So,
actually, me and Colin were talking a little bit earlier before we get into our stuff. We're curious. I mentioned that you were on a podcast that referred to geek-related stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Colin feels that geek is kind of an offensive term. Now, is he right? And I'm just being that guy?
I was just saying that some people do get offended by being called a geek.
We take it as a badge of pride over at our show, because we think that anybody who gets excited about something geeks about that something. So, I mean, if you're really into sports, Travis, I know you are, you're kind of a sports geek. So, it's not necessarily an offensive term. It's more about, do you like something enough that you want to share it with other people? And if so, you're a geek about that thing.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way. If you're passionate about something, you could be a geek about it.
Yeah.
So it's like a nice way of saying somebody's obsessed about something.
Yeah, basically. That is basically exactly correct.
Oh, and that makes sense.
Yeah. So now we do like to pretend like we take offense to being called nerds. Because our idea of a nerd is somebody who's obsessed about something but doesn't want to share it with anybody else.
Okay.
So if someone wants to take offense at that, that's fine. Feel free to comment on the show and get a hold of us at Twitter. You can get a hold of me specifically at GeekCastJoe.
Yeah, I actually started watching your guys' show probably like right before you got married in May.
Oh, so in the beginning, right? July? Early July?
Yeah, I think June. I think June was when I started listening to it. And I started listening to, obviously I listen to it every week when you guys put out a new show, but I started listening to the ones back, the previous ones in the archives and stuff. And it is a good show. I do recommend listening to it because it is very funny.
It's humbling.
Every week I do feel bad for Rob, though.
We beat the living tar out of him verbally.
It is, it's funny, but it's like you want him to get ahead. He's like, I don't want to say the hero. I'm trying to think of the word.
the underdog.
Yeah.
The anti-hero protagonist.
Exactly. Like it's like you enjoy him getting beat up, but you want him to come come up from it. But.
Now I ain't gonna lie. I've never listened to this show. Definitely something I'm gonna have to check out.
You would actually like it because to talk about. I remember. And you guys get like really into what you guys talk about, like
We really do.
Like the when you guys were talking about the third Captain America that's coming out, the Civil War.
If Rob and I were in the same room, we would have come to blows.
Yeah, it was intense, and I could actually feel it. Like when I was driving, I thought about pulling off the side of the road, take a breather.
Really, that intense?
It was intense.
It was intense. Well, he's pro Iron Man. Whatever Iron Man does, that's his thing.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't matter if that means gross government overreach on his part.
It's literally like you insulted his best friend from college.
It really was exactly like that, or his mom.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of don't want to go to those terms, but
yeah, it's all in good fun. We're really good friends in real life.
Oh,
So.
that's good.
Yeah, and it like you said, I watch it. I definitely recommend it. At the end of this episode, we'll plug it again so people can actually find your episode. We'll run the plugs on our show, where you can find, because our show, This Freakin Show, actually has a Twitter account, a Facebook page. We're getting the website up and everything. And we'll plug that so you can find those easily. And I'm trying to think what else is there. I don't know. You want to tell the people about yourself, Joe? About who you are?
I like long walks on the beach, in the moonlight.
That sounds like a typical dating profile.
I don't know how else to approach this. I am a grad student currently up here in Chicago. Like I said, I've got another podcast. I just got married this summer to an amazing woman who is much smarter than me.
Very, very nice wedding.
She's laughing in the background because she thinks I'm just pandering.
Oh, well, tell me everyone I said hi.
Hey, the guys say hi. Oh, hi, guys, she says.
Excellent, excellent.
So.
But you're not originally from Chicago.
No, I am an import. I grew up in roundabout Lafayette, Indiana. So
Okay, yeah,
graduated from
that's
Purdue
nice.
University with a degree in communication and religious studies.
Mm-hmm.
Approaching life with no plan.
And that's a way to do it, right?
That's what it feels like.
Just wing it.
Yep.
And another thing that we could let everyone know, obviously, is you and I are related.
Yep. Step brothers. Brothers.
Yep.
Whichever way you look at it.
That's right. Your father married my mom. Can you believe they've been together for 11 years now?
I can't.
That is no way.
A lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm horrible at keeping track of those things. I'm the guy who has to like figure out when my brothers were born to remember how old they were.
Hey,
Are,
pretty
whatever.
much the same way there.
Tenses are difficult.
But yeah, so I mean, we've known each other for quite some time. Good times. Hopefully, definitely a lot more in the future. Obviously, especially doing this.
Yeah.
What about you, Colin? What do you want to tell people about you?
Well, I'm the awkward one. Pretty much going to school and working right now. Insurance tester. Well, I test insurance software, I should say. Going to school for computer programming at the moment. I've known Travesty here for how long would you say?
21 years, because I turned 25 last year. We officially became best friends.
Yes, because he has this really weird rule that he can only be best friends after knowing somebody for 20 years.
It's not a weird thing. I mean, it should be a proven.
That is a weird thing.
It should be a proven fact that you need to really truly know somebody, and you're not gonna really know somebody right off the bat. I mean, if I go out drinking with somebody and they want to say, "Oh, we're best friends," I know that guy through that night.
But yeah, I understand that.
And like,
I understand that a one-time thing.
Granted, it's just I think 20 years is a good. I think it's long enough.
That's an excellent. Yeah. I play loose and fast. If I know you for like 6 months, you're on my best friends list.
Well, see, maybe it's just
that doesn't necessarily mean that you're in my inner circle. It just means you might be on my best friends list at that point.
Well, let me. Okay, well, what about this? What if you meet somebody, all of a sudden 6 months down the road, you become BFFs? He's in your top 5 if they still have those in phones and stuff like that.
I just want to point out the fact that you just said BFF.
IDK, my BFF Jill.
Yeah.
Is that not a thing anymore?
Maybe for a 12-year-old girl.
Okay, well, for the sake of argument, let's be 12-year-old girls. Okay? So.
Okay, then.
So, for 6 months, automatically this guy becomes your friend. 3 months later, he punches your mom in the face. He can't be your best friend anymore.
I don't know. I don't know that I would associate with someone for that long without knowing that they were capable of punching my mom in the face.
Well, I'm just saying, what if you guys got in an argument about something you really didn't talk about for the first 6 months of your friendship?
That would be, I don't know. I have no idea, because I don't know.
I don't think I would have somebody meet my mom in the first 6 months of.
What is best friends? We're not dating.
Well, you understand that.
Friends,
I understand that.
I'm just saying, but in 20 years, if he hasn't punched your mom by then, he should be a good friend.
That's true.
Unless he is lying and waiting for the opportune moment, I'm pretty sure he's not capable of doing such thing.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe yourself punching but not your mom.
Yeah, if he punched me, I get that, but that's just friends being friends. But he punches my mother.
That's a whole new level.
We'll be having words and possibly fisticuffs.
Yeah, I mean that's an acquaintance. But Colin, you're also in the Navy.
I was in the Navy. That's true. I was in the Navy for 4 years. Stationed stateside, half of it, and stationed on a little island out in the middle of the Indian Ocean for the other half.
Somehow I did not know that.
Yes, I was actually a military police while serving
Wow.
Yes. I actually had
You
great.
know what? If I had known you for 20 years, I'd have known that.
That's very true. Then we could be best friends.
Yep.
Well, you guys only got, what, 9 more years to go?
9 more?
I think so.
I don't think I've known him that long.
I don't know.
You know since he's been around.
I've met him. I mean, no offense to you, Joe, but I've only met you like.
No, I don't take any offense. I think I've hit you with a chair before.
What's that?
I think I've hit you with a metal chair before.
It's possible.
It's probably,
I don't remember a lot of things. I
it
mean,
might be one of the. No, yeah, I mean, it had to have happened. It makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, we've all drank since then.
Yeah, it counted a lot of things coming at him.
Yeah.
Travis, how about you? Tell us a little about yourself.
Oh, geez, just so much to tell in so little time. Well, I'm 26. I work full time at a inspection company up in Millerville, Illinois, called Intertech. I'm not really gonna go that far into detail about it because the explanation about it takes forever, and honestly, it'll just bore everyone if they're not already bored now. I just bought a home in Peatone. I've lived here my whole life. A small little town, just about 45 minutes of Chicago, I think.
That's about right.
Yeah, just bought a house about a week ago, actually.
Nice.
That's where I'm actually, sitting right now in my lovely dining room, surrounded by boxes. I don't know if you know this, Joe, but 2 days after I moved in, I adopted a dog.
I did. Oh, I remember you were talking about it. I didn't know you actually had gone through.
Yeah, well,
That is really exciting.
I know, right? I actually applied for to adopt a Labrador through a Labrador Rescue.
Mm-hmm.
Girl came out, really nice girl, but her whole process was she wanted me to wait for some puppy that was going to be ready roughly around a year and a half. And they want me to foster for about 2 weeks, and after that, if I decide to adopt, I can adopt. Well, as soon as she left, I was talking to another friend of mine and said, hey, we can go down to this rescue. You can adopt a dog this day. So,
Perfect.
yeah. So I went down there. I saw a couple dogs. There was a cute little lab pup there that I would have loved to have adopted, but there was another family there. So instead, I looked at this husky hound mix. I believe they said it was named Cosmo. Played with them for about probably a half hour, maybe a little bit less, and decided to adopt him. So now, instead of being Cosmo in a shelter, he's Cooper in my home.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so he's 11 months old. His birthday is November 9th. So I might throw him a party, give him a bone cake or something.
Nice. Cooper in My Home is like a 90s sitcom that I would watch. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, if Netflix were to make that, I would binge it.
If Netflix was on it, I'd put it on my watch list and maybe eventually get to it.
Yeah.
Hey, we all have those watch lists, right? We got a list of shows to do.
So, but yeah, I mean, okay, so I mean, at least we told everyone a little about ourselves. So to get a general idea if they even want to listen to people like us. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's something. So what do we say we're going to talk about today now? I know I want to cover the World Series.
Yeah, definitely probably cover that.
This one. I want to talk about that for a little bit. Joe, I think we're going to talk about a game 2 tonight. Is that right?
Yeah. It's a game called Battletech, and it is in the last 18 hours of its Kickstarter.
Last
So-
18 hours, wow.
Yep.
What's the game about?
Giant robots that fight each other,
Oh, well, that's interesting.
roughly. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to sound, I guess the proper word would be ignorant, but you definitely need to explain this game to me because I'm not a huge gamer. I do play some baseball games, and every time a game gets explained to me, I assume it's just like Sims. And
I could definitely vouch for that.
It is basically Sims.
see, well, then perfect.
Okay, I gotta lay something straight to you both. Every single game is not like The Sims. I'm sorry to burst that bubble of yours. You need to expand your horizon.
No, I just mean in terms of you're going to have a lot of ability to customize your character and then march them out and control them and tell them what to do. And I assume, I haven't gotten to play it yet because it's not done being kickstarted. But I assume there's going to be some level of autonomous behavior on the part of the character I've got. So it's basically, it's The Sims. I'm not going to have to tell my robot to go pee. or else it dies.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm going to be able to like put it in the swimming pool and take away the ladder.
Yeah, just suicidal.
I can't remember how many times we played Sims in my house when we were younger, and we built a house, built a family, then set the kitchen on fire and deleted all the doors.
Yep.
Burn them down. I think that's what a lot of people did when they were younger.
The best is that Death can't quite get into the building because there's no doors.
Exactly.
So he just kind of stands there and looks at them like really?
Yeah, you're burning.
I mean, Sims was pretty much like an intro how-to to completely start over from scratch.
Yeah.
In like the worst possible way.
Yep.
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen the latest Sims, but they have these cow plants that will literally eat your Sims.
I did not know that.
Really?
That's brutal.
Yes, it sticks out a cake as like a enticing thing, and if you eat it, it eats you.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, there's a chance that you'll get thrown back up, but sometimes it's right off to death.
Right. Oh,
Now,
yikes.
Now, Joe, I'm assuming I'm probably the only one, but what exactly is Kickstarter?
Yeah, I'll be happy to explain. Kickstarter is a website that basically its sole service is to allow you to crowdfund a project. So, for example, for Battletech, their goal was to reach $250,000 to create this game, and so they basically they create a video, they put a description of what the game is, they throw it out there to the world, and then the world can say, "Oh, we really like this, and we're going to give you money for it, for rewards of some kind," or "We hate this, and you can just die in a hole somewhere where no one likes you." This game is a game that people obviously really like. As of right now, they have funded their goal to the tune of almost $2.6 million
For a game?
for a game.
That's
So
like,
this is going to fund the writing the code for the game, paying the developers, paying people to play test it, and it has to also pay for the rewards. So some of the rewards for this one are like you can get a like a Letterman's jacket for your specific like house, I guess you could say. So there's like different factions in this game, and so you could get a Letterman's jacket that represents what faction you're a part of.
Oh.
And that's one of the rewards. Obviously, one of the more expensive ones. So they've got to be able to pay for that as well.
Did you donate to this?
But yeah, and so this one has it's got like 13 or 14 different stretch goals at different stages. So they just reached their stage 4 stretch goal today, which was to allow online multiplayer mode. So
cool.
in other words, if you were to back them, you'd be able to play with your friends. We could play with each other from Chicago and Piatone, respectively.
Yeah.
I definitely do love playing with other people.
Yeah, basically the idea is this game originally began in about 1984 as a tabletop game, and it was like basically like Risk, I guess would be the best comparison. You built these little droid mech things, and that are maybe 3 to 6 inches tall. And then you measure out how far they're going to move with a measuring tape, and then you like roll dice to see who did damage and all that stuff. And then it got big enough that they actually built a lot of arcade game places had like you could strap into the inside of a mech in the arcade and play it like you were playing it in real life, like you're inside of a Gundam War Machine thing. So. And then it kind of died down for a while. There's been an online community for years. They've had an online Battletech game going for the past probably decade, at least. And now they finally, this company, Harebrained Schemes, everything they do is amazing. Everything they touch turns to gold. And I cannot speak highly enough of their guy, Mitch Gittleman, who's been on my other podcast several times as a guest. He's an amazing human being, and he's a lot of fun to be around. Giving me free stuff. But yeah, so they're doing this, and And actually, the original creator of the BattleTech universe is part of this project, so that's cool too.
Is this gonna be based off of like a computer-based game? Is it gonna be on PlayStation or
It's gonna be a PC game.
PC game?
Yeah,
Okay.
computer.
I was just mentioning that because you said the Kickstarter program. There's a game that I recently funded called Bloodstained, uh, Night of the Ritual or something, and that was another Kickstarter game that blew its goal way out of the water. It asked for $500,000 and ended up raising $5.5 million.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, um, and then like yeah, as you mentioned, there's different rewards that you can get.
Mm-hmm.
I think the top reward for the top donated is you get to go meet the creator of the game and get to do a whole bunch of stuff with him. That's like if you donated 10 grand or something.
Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty popular one. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, it's from the creator of or writer or something like that of Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
oh, nice.
So yeah, great series.
Count, didn't you donate money for a movie?
Yeah, they do all kinds of things at Kickstarter. Like I donated to the movie Veronica Mars.
Nice.
Yeah, that obviously that was another one that blew its goal way out of the water. Like I think it was the quickest. I think in like 4 hours it reached its goal, and by the day it was like double or something. I don't remember this statistics.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, BattleTech reached $1 million. I think they ended their first day at $1,400,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's crazy. I'm trying to think of the things I've backed. I've backed. Let's see here. I backed a new translation of the Bible.
Okay.
I've backed another podcast called Dungeons and Randomness, and they're basically they go on Dungeons and Dragons campaigns and they just record their campaign as they go. I've backed a company that makes dice.
Like what kind of dice?
Just all sorts of like 6-siders, 20-siders, 12-siders. But they make really cool designs and stuff. It's this guy, Britt Duanius, out of Ohio, I think.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think, what else have I... Oh, I also, one time I backed a life planning journal thing. So
Really?
yeah. So it's you can do almost anything. I mean, sky's the limit on this site. I've seen like if you want like a comic book or art, or if you want to fund like a local restaurant, sometimes there are restaurants that do it.
Yeah. All kinds of things. I mean, not everything's guaranteed to reach a goal. I mean, a lot of things don't.
Mm-hmm.
But then there are, again, a lot of things that actually do, too. So,
Yeah. So
just mention a few.
So when do they plan on releasing this game?
let me double check. Go back.
Yeah, obviously I'm not a computer game guy. I mean, outside work on trail.
Or you mean back in like 6th grade
I
kind of
found it
work?
online.
Yeah, they have it.
I found it online when I played it a month ago.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
my entire office I put on my wagon train. Even Carl broke his arm. Somebody had dysphoria. Someone had the bad shits. It was crazy.
That's fantastic.
that does sound like Oregon Trail. So.
May of 2017
Also,
is the estimated delivery date.
yeah, that's like that Bloodstained game too. That's 2017 also. So,
Yep. So I mean, what's crazy? I mean, these guys haven't even really started making the game yet, because they're not going to do it if it's not profitable. And so,
yeah.
you know, what's that?
It seems like they're profitable if they're pulling in that much money from a game from the 80s.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I mean, they're an amazing company. Everything I think this is their, this is their 4th Kickstarter, and I think it's going to be the 4th one. Let me double check here. I think it's going to be the 4th one that hit $1 million at least.
Oh wow.
So I mean, they know what they're about. They're a great company.
Yeah.
Cooper's over here trying to say hello.
Yeah.
Coop.
Hey, Cooper. Is he confused? I hope he's confused. I love confused dogs.
I got a phone call from my sister today saying that he jumped his gate and ate some Halloween candy.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'm hoping he's all right, and if you have any bad, I guess I don't know what would be the nice way of saying it.
Yeah.
A Duke. They dukes it outside and not on my carpet.
That would be good.
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood, he hasn't had any accidents in the house yet. But
No, he's actually a very good dog.
Very
He's
good.
very quiet too, which is
absolutely.
a plus.
Nice.
I actually heard him bark for the first time today.
Did you?
Yeah, he was freaking out. He left him in the cage in the dark.
Huh?
The light was off. He left him in the cage.
Oh yeah.
He was freaking out. He was pacing back and
Was
forth.
he whimpering?
He was barking and whimpering. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, he was trying to break out.
Huh.
He looked like the guy who dropped the soap in the shower trying to get out.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you eat a whole thing of chocolate when someone, or not chocolate, but candy when your owners are away.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, how long is this Kickstarter till?
It ends tomorrow sometime.
Oh wow.
All right. Well, then obviously we can't post this up, link to it to anyone to help since this won't actually reach them by then.
Right.
But best of luck to them anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we keep moving on there. Then we talk about probably the greatest pastime ever.
American pastime?
No, just pastime in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, talk about some baseball and everything. And Royals actually won the World Series yesterday.
Yeah, I heard that. It's a
Yeah.
bummer. It's a bummer. It couldn't be the guys who beat the Cubs, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, you know,
You're one of those, I see.
I am. I'm also just a Chicago guy in general. But you know,
that's the way I see it. I'm a diehard Sox fan. I like the South Side. I'm always gonna be a Sox fan. But in general, I like Chicago winning.
Yeah.
right.
When you go into the 90s with the Bulls and everything, they go into the last, 5, 6 years where you have the Hawks that won 3 titles and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got the Bears, but why even mention them anymore?
Right. It's a great time to be a fan of Chicago hockey and about nothing else.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's like you want to love everything, but why
Yeah.
anymore? But yeah, I mean, the Royals won yesterday. I didn't catch a lot of the series after the Cubs went on because, at that point, whoever wins is someone else's joy, not mine.
Yeah.
Right.
But from the information I saw, it was a good series. I think they took 4 out of 5 games. I think they took the first 3 games. The Mets came back 1-1, and then the game was tied up until the 12th when the Royals runs back to back. Man, it was just,
Yeah, it was something crazy, like 5 runs or something, right?
They
Yeah.
took the top, and they
That was 11th inning? 12th?
I think it was.
I think it was the 12th. Yeah.
And it's just I'm a huge fan of Game 7. I no matter who's in it, I would always watch Game 7. The rest of the series, I really don't care if my Chicago team's not in it. But if there's a Game 7, I gotta see it because that's it. It's do or die at that point.
That ends the entire baseball season, though.
Yeah, Game 7 of the World Series would be the very last game of the year until March when spring training happens.
Okay, well, that's always a good thing.
Now the season's over. Moving on to the next season. Hopefully, the Cubs keep getting better, and the Sox get their heads out of their keisters. And
Yeah, that'd be good.
yeah, it's just there just needs to be some kind of happiness, outside of ice hockey.
Right. Like I understand our winters are brutal, but I like summer too. It'd be nice if our summer teams did anything.
Exactly, and count. We went to 5 games, 6 games this year.
Oh, yeah. We one Cubs game, the rest were all
Yeah.
Sox games.
Yeah, I would love to see one contending team that I enjoy.
Right. Preach.
I would absolutely love to see those Cubs go to the World Series. They are well deserving of it at this time.
They really did it this
Oh yeah, yeah,
They just fall apart. They're all good.
yeah.
Joe, you get on and watch a lot of baseball?
I do not watch enough baseball, if I'm honest with you. So it's not that I'm opposed. It's that my cable package doesn't allow me to watch it, and I
Yeah.
just haven't gone out of my way on the internet to watch it. So
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, maybe
Cable's a bit.
I love the sport. I mean, it's probably my favorite sport to watch, but
Oh.
I just don't make time for it.
Well, we'll have to take you to a game.
I'm in, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe this coming summer, this coming season, we'll have a freaking show outing. We'll have a special called This Freakin Outing.
Yeah.
What?
We'll have like a special episode called This Freakin Outing.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yes.
Maybe we convince somebody we can go back and talk to some soccer players or something.
Well, that's
Actually, that is one goal I want to have with this show.
that would be amazing.
No matter what we do, I want to try to get Paul Canero on here.
But
That is one goal that I'm going to find a way to make it happen because I would love to talk to that guy.
well, I'd like to talk to a lot of people too, Jeff.
That's a good point. Joe,
Yeah.
if you get one guy on this show, who would it be?
If I could get one guy on the show and it was anybody?
Anybody
Ooh. Anybody what?
anyone's living. I mean,
Anyone living, right.
if you had one goal guest, who would it be?
The Pope doesn't count.
No, I wouldn't want. No.
Yeah,
I mean, I would love to get the Pope. Don't get me wrong, but I think probably, man, I think Martin Sheen would be fun.
Martin Sheen, not Charlie.
No, Martin.
What about good old Amelia?
I got nothing against him either. I'm a huge fan of The West Wing. I'm a huge fan of Grace and Frankie.
Okay.
And so I feel like Martin Sheen would be fun to have on for those two reasons.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. Yeah, I mean he's a great actor too.
Yeah, no, I mean I like all the Sheens are good.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what I'd ask him if I'm honest. Like, is it true that one of your arms is 3 inches shorter than the other because it was crushed at birth? And he would just be like, yes, that's common knowledge.
What you got to do is if you're looking at a face to face, like, listen, man, I don't want to ask you the question. I just want you to raise both arms up.
Oh man.
Ooh, there's so many people.
Yeah, pick one.
I think Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Nice.
Well, let's make these goals then.
Let's make these goals.
Let's make these goals. We'll find a way to get these three people on the show.
Martin Sheen.
Even if it's for 5 minutes, just for us to ask us the questions we want to ask. That's a goal. We got to make that a goal.
That'd be awesome.
If these goals were to come true, that would be phenomenal.
All right. All we got to do is push ourselves, persevere. I'm sure if Joe could, he'd give us a quote on perseverance.
If I could, I would.
He would.
But it works.
Let's make that a goal. Make that a goal to get those 3 people on this show at some point. This show will not stop until all 3 people are on that show.
Let's make those
Excellent.
our bigger goals.
And if one dies, we'll just replace him.
Just replace them.
Everybody's expendable.
Everyone's expendable.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, perfect. All right, Tom, what do you got for us in technology?
Technology. Well, like I was telling you earlier, saw that they're releasing or working on creating a first-time, basically smart wristwatch. Not like your smartwatch, but almost it's like a tablet for your wrist.
For which company's making this?
That's looks like I'd have to take a look at it. It's one of another crowdfunding site though.
Gotcha, like over on Indiegogo or something?
Yeah, it's on Indiegogo. It's basically almost going to be like a tablet for your wrist. I mean, I have nothing against the advancement of technology, but to me, it looks like it would be like almost just strapping a smartwatch or smartphone to your wrist right now.
Gotcha.
But,
I can see that.
I mean, how would you guys feel about that? Just walking around with a phone out all day.
No, like I don't think I know for a fact I'm not a fan of the smartwatches, the Google Glass. It's not me. I'm okay with just the phone. Anything else I really don't need. It's just overkill, and it's money it doesn't need to be spent.
Yeah. That's very true. I mean, it's really a matter of can they advance it enough to actually want to meet your needs? I mean, you can spout all day that, oh, it can do this, it can do that. But, I mean, you have other things that can do the exact same thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, the difference between, a phone and a watch would be I just don't have to hold the phone in my hand.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's like, if I have to watch, do I still need the phone? The Google Watch, or the smartwatch, whatever it's called?
Well, there's multiple.
Well, what's the one that, just pick one. Do all of them make
Apple
phone
Watch.
calls? Do all of them make phone calls?
Well, most of them can. Yeah.
It's connected to it goes through your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a watch that can make a phone call. So does that completely eliminate the phone then?
No, because you need the phone to make the call.
So then what's the point of the watch?
And I agree with you. I mean, that is really.
I mean,
I
get the Fitbit, because the Fitbit, they monitor your walk and everything. You can log into something on your phone and everything. The Fitbit's not replacing anything; it's adding something to the stuff that you already have.
Yeah.
But the Google Watch and stuff like that, and whatever, the tablet thing, it doesn't seem like it's replacing anything. It's just an extra thing you have to carry around.
Yeah.
And that, I'm assuming it's very expensive. It's going to be expensive.
Oh, yeah, I'd imagine.
That's the thing you have to worry about, if you trip and fall, you bang it over, you hit your arm against the railing.
Big surprise.
I tell you, I would care a lot less about my Google Watch than an Apple Watch, because the Google Watch is going to be that much cheaper.
I mean, yes.
In all honesty.
Apple is expensive.
Yeah. But I will say, I don't think I don't know enough about the Google Watch. I know with the Apple Watch, they've got that sapphire screen and they've got an aluminum casing for the body. So, I don't know. It might be fine.
Joe.
Yes.
You a Google guy or an Apple guy?
I am an Apple guy.
John, you're an Apple guy.
Well, I have nothing against either company.
Well, if you had a preference, you would pick Apple over Google? Like Apple over Android?
It depends on for certain things.
What kind of phone you got, Joe?
I have an iPhone.
I have an iPhone. Well, you have an iPhone too, but it's your work phone.
I have an iPhone because I have it.
Yeah.
I have an Android phone by choice because I just have Android.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. Android's a really good product too.
Yeah.
People have preferences.
Am I okay Google works?
You're okay Google works. Yes, I know Siri is a whole other argument.
Joe, I heard you on Snapchat, right?
I am on Snapchat.
Are you on my Snapchat?
Uh-huh.
Did I send you the video of Colin cussing out Siri?
I don't remember.
What were we looking at? We're looking at some girl.
Okay,
Colin,
we were on our way to actually a baseball game, and we were talking about the TV show Bones. Well,
okay.
I was trying to figure out one of the actresses in it. I don't know if you've seen it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Angela?
I haven't seen it in long enough to know the names of characters.
Okay. Well, there's a girl named Angela in it, and we were just trying to figure out her name. And I would ask who plays Angela in the TV show Bones.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I don't know who Angela is in Bones, Ohio. It was ridiculous.
I hear you.
Just ridiculous. And I almost threw my phone out the window. So
it was the funniest thing I've ever been a part of in so long.
Yes, and I definitely didn't notice he was snapping me there at that time.
I Snapchat. I hate Colin.
Yeah. Obviously you guys don't know this, but Travis likes to just randomly go, "Hey, Colin," and ask a question, and I do a response.
Joe, you've seen Snapchat of him, right? I mean, you had to have seen him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think my favorite one was we're going out to the cottage, and I was like, "Hey, Colin, what do you think of Richard Nixon?"
completely forgot it.
Oh, Con, you're a fool. But that's Con. Like, hey, Con, wait for Richard Nixon. And he looks at the camera like, he's a dick. I'm like, ha! Get it?
I kind of thought it was along those lines.
That was my favorite one.
We have fun doing those.
It's fun. That's the
Definitely.
little things in life.
Yeah.
Right? You know about little things.
Yeah.
So, tablet watch.
Yeah.
What's their plan on bringing this to market?
Another crowdfunder, man. It wants to raise a goal, and to get there, you need backing.
Would you back something like that?
I would not.
Would it back something like what?
Would you back something like this tablet watch?
I think it depended on what it looked like and what it would do.
Yeah.
So, because I almost way back in like 2008 when the Pebble smartwatch entered the market, I almost backed it, and I've almost backed it every time since. If it weren't for the fact that Apple has finally come out with an Apple Watch, I probably would still be thinking about getting a Pebble smartwatch.
Yeah. I mean, and those have improved from.
Oh my God, they're so good now.
Yeah, I mean, definitely big stuff for it. Oh, you asked who that company was. It's called Rufus Lab is the company creating it, and it's called the Rufus Cuff. And it's basically a 3.2-inch screen for your wrist.
No, I wouldn't back this one.
No.
Personally. I mean, I'm not... Other people can back it if they like it, but I think it looks stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what, though? There's a part of me, though, that even as stupid as I know it is, I'm looking at it and I'm going, man, that looks just like a Digivice from back when I really liked Digimon, which is always.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, that would be great.
Oh, man, those are old. That's old school. Right?
Yeah, so there's the aesthetic appeals to me on that front, but I don't think it would do enough to make it worth, like, the social shame.
No, really, like I was saying, it's just smartwatch or smartphone on your wrist.
Right.
So, but you never know. People will back it. People
Yeah.
will buy it.
Well, everyone's gonna, I think everyone. It's not for me.
No,
I'm not-
saying
No.
for
Yeah.
it.
And I'm not a technology guy, so I mean, like, you could have told me, unless this thing can fetch me a sandwich,
Yeah.
or a beer, or maybe have sex with me,
So basically a butler.
or a girlfriend.
Or, well,
I would back a girlfriend.
yeah, back a girlfriend.
Can't back this Digiwatch.
Hopefully no digital monsters come out, you know.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember that theme song because that was getting stuck in my head.
Well, I know, and I'm not going to start singing.
I was like, Digimon,
Digital monsters,
Digimon are the champions. Yep.
Change into digital champion.
Yeah, you pretty much got that square on, Travis. So
Was it to what?
To save the digital world.
Perfect. Oh man, God, when those come out?
ooh,
Years
I
ago?
think
It was after Pokemon. It was way after Pokemon.
no, I actually think it was right around the same time. It's just that Pokemon grew bigger.
Yeah. Well, Pokemon came with the Game Boy game,
Yeah, that's true.
and it took Digimon a long time to put games out.
Yeah. There's nothing. I mean, I like Digimon. Too.
Oh God, I love it. That's one of my favorite things. I was actually, as a young man, crushed when they canceled it.
To find a young man.
Yeah, you talking about 2 years ago here?
I was 11, I think.
I guess the term would have been lad.
Was it really that long ago?
I'm pretty sure I was in middle school when it stopped being on TV.
Oh,
I remember watching Digimon when I was probably like 9. There was also another show, and I don't know if you remember it. There was Digimon, there was Pokemon, there was another one. I think it had to do with like a ranch or something like that. I mean, they were like,
Oh, Monster Rancher.
Yeah,
it was
Monster
like
Rancher.
Digimon, it was like Pokemon, but it was
Mhm.
I think Monster Rancher was like your, like, way like nobody remembers kind of thing.
I
Yeah.
remembered it.
Yeah,
but
I liked Monster Rancher. I liked the games. They came out for Game Boy and for PlayStation 2,
yeah.
like pretty early on, and they were really good. I really enjoyed the games, and it made me watch the show. So it was fun. You could like, I remember you could take and like, you could breed the monsters that you caught.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Sims.
Yeah,
Not
basically.
like Sims. Because every game's like The Sims.
Everything's either Sims or electronic chess or both.
Mhm.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
So what's everyone's plan for this coming weekend?
I'm moving my grandparents.
Oh, that is this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
Can't wait to see you again.
well, I'll probably be moving my stuff at Travis's house. So,
Oh yeah, Colin lives here with me.
yeah.
We're not gay.
Wait, we sleep in separate bedrooms.
We're bedroom doors are shut.
Yeah, at all times.
We're still focusing on the optional pants part, but
Yeah.
hey, you know, we're just gonna play it by ear.
I will
Yeah.
say,
Go ahead.
watching Breaking Bad in your skivvies is a great way to go.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Bryan Cranston.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only gonna
Awesome
do that
actor.
if Colin's on my lap.
What? Wait, what are you gonna do?
I'll get that unless give you if you're on my lap.
I'm not gonna be on your lap. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Where's your bubble?
Well, I guess we're not gonna watch Breaking Bad and skivvies then.
No. We'll still chill out in our underwear.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you know, just as long as your junk's not hanging out. I mean, you just.
I think we should rush me on that idea.
Um,
I'm just saying, like one ball fall from the bottom.
we'll keep it on the back burner.
Yeah, we'll think about this. We'll build on it. We'll work on that.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you reminded me of that. I completely forgot that I'm going to be helping moving too.
yeah, should be fun.
I mean, and I think that's pretty much all I really have planned for this because I think I'm working a little this weekend too. So nothing too much fun except I do have a pretty exciting night Wednesday night, don't I?
An exciting night Wednesday night. Oh yeah.
We're going Wednesday.
What am I doing Wednesday night, Joe?
We ought to be having the Geekcast Live podcast, and we're hoping to have Travis on as a guest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that will be a good time. And that'll come out Saturday morning.
Well, thank you everyone for listening to us this evening. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Again, we're going to be doing this every week.
Looking forward to bringing you stuff every week.
Right, keeping you entertained, you know. I think we said it was going to be somewhere around 45 minutes, maybe.
That's the goal.
Yeah, and I'm happy with that. Hopefully, we just continue to keep, just having fun here, just enjoying ourselves, and hopefully keep your attention for the entire 45 minutes.
Yep. So
yeah.
you will be able to find us on iTunes under This Freakin Show, and you'll be able to find us at thisfreakinshow.podbean.com, and eventually you'll be able to find it without the Podbean.
Okay.
Yeah. We also have a Facebook page, so you just go to Facebook and search This Freakin Show. All of these pages and everything, it's just FREAKIN. There's no G because we're not cool like that.
Right.
We like showing it up because we don't know how to spell.
Yeah.
But
a bunch of rednecks.
But you can find us on Facebook at This Freakin Show. You can find us on Twitter, This Freakin Show. I think I might be working on Instagram. I never dealt with Instagram,
Either have I.
so maybe that's something we can look into. What else are you thinking, Joe? Thinking out of anything? What else we can
I
find
don't
us
know.
at?
That's probably good for now. Yeah, I should probably. You can check me out if you like the dulcet tones of my voice at geekcastlivepodcast.com/podcast. You can hit me up on Twitter at GeekCastJoe. And if you like caffeinated things, I recommend Death Wish Coffee. So they send me free stuff from time to time, so I like to plug them.
Oh, hey, that's what's about.
Excellent.
Yep.
Like I said earlier, Geekcast Live is a really enjoyable podcast to listen to. I've actually learned so much more about, I guess, just Marvel in general. I'm not a huge Marvel kid. I actually, if you guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if you ask me what I'm geeking on this week, it's going to be straight up Marvel. I mean, ever since me and Con moved in here, we've been watching Marvel movies. And
Marvel
stuff like
movie every night.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
But just listen to you guys show me. You guys have a lot of fun on there. It makes me laugh, when I listen to it. It just makes you guys keep my attention So I do recommend listening to that show, checking it out. And also, you know, when you get spare time, you know, check out our show. You know, listen to us, you know. Listen to This Freakin Show and then follow it up with some Geekcast Live. Just saying. No particular order, I guess. So, yeah. So in conclusion, thank you again for listening to this. I am Travesty.
I am Awkward Colin.
And I am Freak Joe.
Thank you for listening to This Freakin Show. I'm out.